I want to feel it, though. Right, here we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Impersonate that. Welcome to Eugene and Dylan's Guitar Show. I'm Eugene Edwards over here. It's Dr. Dylan Caligiuri right over there. And it's a coincidence that I'm wearing this colored shirt today.
It's beautiful.
I didn't realize I saw it on camera. Like, I'm kind of in M.A.S.H khaki.
I'm in. Was that not on purpose? I thought that was on purpose the whole time.
No, I'm wearing olive drab by coincidence. Although it is White Jeans Wednesday.
You know, I was going to do Klinger, one of the Klinger.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Yeah, and I was looking around for something
anything?
like an apricot sort of.
He would work at a lot of.
Well, it's not like you didn't have any style.
Tons.
Not, yeah, okay.
Tons.
I don't want to. Yeah.
Way to go! I know Jamie Farr's a fan, so thanks
good.
for joining. Hello from Northport, New York. We've got deep dive choice. You're right, Greg. Now this choice, it's a little bit.
It is an interesting choice
on "Suicide is Painless," the otherwise known as the theme to M.A.S.H.
Yes.
By the way, we should probably mention. Hopefully, suicide's not a touchy subject for anyone in particular. I just kind of seen the word printed. I think, oh, geez, I think we're supposed to do some sort of like warning thing, or
can I do something for your mic?
Helpline?
You?
I don't know. It's just.
Let me just.
Probably,
you
know what? No. I'm just gonna move over. Look. It fixed. I'm fixed. Right? We're good. Everyone can hear me.
Yeah.
Right? Is it a good show or what? Come on.
Feels good.
Hello from Southwest Colorado, Tom. So the song. Just a little background on this song. So before the television show, of course, there was the film, the Robert Altman film, M.A.S.H, 1970.
Yeah, the television show is a spinoff. So,
Yes.
Some people wouldn't know that if you're young.
That's why I'm going chronologically.
Okay, fair enough.
So, and I'm a big Robert Altman fan, and Dylan's seen the movie. I've seen the movie, and so this song is used in a particular scene in the movie.
That's right.
They're kind of doing a take on the Last Supper, and a character pretends to. It's kind of as almost like a play or something like.
Correct.
It says he pretends to commit suicide. And the guy with the guitar plays this song, and another guy sings, and there's lyrics to this song, and so the idea was in this scene. So Johnny Mandel was the composer for the movie, and Robert Altman, the director, said, "I need a song for right here for the scene for this guy to sing." 2 stipulations: it has to be called "Suicide is Painless," and then 2, it's got to be the stupidest song ever written.
Direct quote.
So Johnny Mandel comes up with the music, and Altman figures, well, I guess I'll have to write the lyrics. But Altman just couldn't write the dumbest song ever. It just couldn't. He said his 45-year-old brain, however old he was, probably older than
47, 48.
and so then he asked his 15-year-old son, Michael, to give it a shot.
Michael Altman, you may know him from a Robin Leach show, the
Really?
Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous.
Okay, well, we get there. So Michael, allegedly in like 5 minutes, just dashes off.
Yeah, just like ChatGPT of the 70s.
Yeah, we just had teenagers,
boom.
That sort of stuff, and it works. And the joke is Robert Altman says that he said, as where I got paid about $70,000 to direct a movie, my son made millions of dollars for co-writing the song.
Isn't that wild?
Well, here's what's weird is because the reason he ended up earning so much money is because this song ends up being the theme to a television show.
Right.
Which at the time you're making the movie, you don't know it's going to be spun off in a television show, much less that the song's going to be used.
Yeah, you don't even know that you're going to be able to.
But in this case, it was. And then not only did it become a television show thing, but the TV show runs for like a cajillion years. It was like 11 years or
so
12 years
long that it was still on when I was a kid.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Like it was
exactly.
It went on forever.
So there's a story that apparently little.
Is this an Alan Alda story? Is this
no?
Okay. It's just a M.A.S.H story.
There are lyrics to the Star Trek theme as well. That Gene Roddenberry wrote lyrics to the theme. I mean, they exist. You can read them, but there's no version of the theme with singing to it. Apparently, Gene Roddenberry just wrote lyrics so he could take 50%. That's the story.
Call that
I
a
heard.
visual
That's the
vocal
story I
in
heard.
the business, folks.
So anyway, that's the story. Now let's talk about this musically speaking. Obviously, it's. Again, I grew up mostly knowing it from the TV show. I didn't see the movie. Till
I didn't see
was
the
about
movie
14.
until adulthood.
So, why does this melody? It is a beautiful, haunting. It has a melancholy to it for sure.
Yes.
What's going on with this? Why is it a choice of scale tones? Why does this work the way it does?
So let me preface all this with like,
Can you shrink this so I can read all the?
Oh,
thanks, buddy.
okay, hang on a second. Let me get some Dr. Dina Dells out here.
So Dean
See if I can-
Dells. Wow, nice reference. AM radio.
How do I
don't know what you did, man.
I don't need. Engage.
Okay, so what
Oh, there we
Dylan's
go.
idea was that'll be fine. I can, or not that. This is great.
There we go.
Dylan's idea here was he's going to talk about how to turn this into a chord melody version. That is, we're hearing obviously the melody and the chords at the same time. So that's basically what Dylan has been playing. I was just supporting with basic chords around there. But before we get to how you arrange that, let's just talk about this song as a piece of music.
Yeah, absolutely. Just its functionality.
Its functionality.
So, Love Story. The Henry
theme
Mancini.
from Love Story is
The
what you
theme
mean.
from Love Story. This is very 70s, late 60s esque.
Mm-hmm.
This postmodern music for television and film has a lot of the American Songbook all over it.
Sure.
It's just everywhere. And it's being used in a really prolific way with accuracy. So
it's a B minor.
all B minor, 5-1.
But then when you lift all your hands, it's just this.
You could say this is A over B.
Okay, sure.
basically. But it's really just F sharp minor again.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Now, here when we come to here, we've got 4 of the one chord, or excuse me, this is functioning as like, if you're in the key of D minor, this is functioning as 2. If you're in the key of B minor, this is functioning as 4. I would argue this song is in the key of B minor, but
I argue against
he
that.
argues it's in D major, so, potato, potato.
May I say why?
You may.
Okay, I don't. I hear you though. I hear that the B minor dominates the sound of the song, but because we never get F sharp dominant, we never get that 5 chord. I just say like, I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. I meant E minor. I'm sorry, not B minor.
Oh, you think of this
As in E minor.
E as in echo? Oh. Yeah, okay, but there's oh. There's your B dominant. Well, that B minor bothers me a little bit, but
Keep going. That's how it actually ends on the show.
oh,
That's the tag on the show.
gotcha. Okay, so and then that's kind of the whole thing, though, right?
Well, yeah. So there's,
song.
it's called like the Ron Hicks group that sang the chorale over this on the movie.
Right.
and-
they end up reusing it in the. Yeah, we hear it a second time in the
You
movie.
hear it a second time, you
with
hear a
studio
reprise
singers.
of it,
That's
and
right.
so there's even an intermezzo of it earlier on in the movie. So,
Gotcha.
And when these are utilized like that, they can be called leitmotifs, which is like basically an appearance of something that's intended to evoke a mood or a character.
Lovely.
And that's kind of like, these are all operatic beat terms. And
Well, also, like when we were kids, we always had that music lesson of Peter and the Wolf,
Peter and the Wolf.
where each instrument represented a specific
Correct.
character. So that's what this.
Basically what it is. And that art is something that it's a really cool, thoughtful way to write music for television, film, or animated series. I mean, it's a really interesting way to think about music as a composer, because if you, for instance, wanted to write a really great song, instead of just trying to necessarily use an emotion, which can work.
Yeah.
But if you're not, Tom, or if you're not, basically, another idea is to invent a group of characters. and to invent some very small storylines.
So just make those little choices in the beginning.
Exactly.
And let it fill in.
Come up with a motif for each character.
Okay.
And have those as fragments before you start to come up with a song.
Alrighty.
So antecedent and consequent phrases for each character. And this is a way of songwriting that's actually taught in like conservatories.
Okay.
And it's a really cool, you can tell this is what a lot of people like codified during this period of time.
That's what you're going on.
Yeah.
That around this time that Johnny Mandel's composing this music, this is just what's going on.
It become institutionalized by
Gotcha.
then. And so now, whether it's passe or not, I don't think it is. Actually, you could bring it back, and it's quite useful.
Yeah, we don't have theme songs to TV shows now.
We don't have TV. We don't have TV shows though. But I mean, how old is Friends?
That happened the start of the 90s, like 1996.
Exactly,
so I was like 25 years old. So, no, we just, because of commercials and credits and competing with streaming, things just start.
Yeah.
So, but that's a different thing altogether. By the way, before we get further, I want to ask you to like and subscribe if you haven't
please
already.
Do, yeah.
It does something and it changes our lives somehow. Also,
we haven't figured out yet.
Last week, I mentioned that I was looking to sell this Telecaster. And by the time I got in my car after the show, someone had already contacted me. Actually, a few people had contacted me. So I don't know if the person who bought it wants to be identified. They are watching right now because I see them in the chat. So I guess that only narrows it down. I'm not that good at secrecy. So after tonight's show, tomorrow morning, I will be shipping this to the person that purchased it. Upon their request. The reason I haven't shipped it to them already is because they asked that Dylan and I sign the guitar.
Genius.
So I got our Flair Sharpies, and we're on the show live. We're gonna autograph this guitar. You'll see
it's gonna be worth millions,
worth
instantaneously.
And then now I'm looking at the rest of Dylan's room here. I'm thinking, wow, man, we can make some coin.
That's amazing. Look at that. Very cool though.
Yeah, it's very cool. Thank you so much for being so responsive.
Yeah.
It made my life a lot easier.
And we even have the box. We tracked down the box.
We have a box. There you go. So back to Suicide is Painless. By the way, another little piece of trivia: the version that we hear on the television show. Okay, so that open.
Yeah.
That part's played by the famed Wrecking Crew guitar player Tommy Tedesco.
Oh, is it real? I didn't know that.
It's probably Carol Cam. It's the Wrecking Crew mostly that's playing the electric instruments, if you will, in the rhythm section. Of course, we've got mostly brass. Actually,
I'm seeing some comments here that shows do still have theme songs, and I agree with you guys. Like, it's true that what kind of replaced theme songs in a lot of shows that were the sort of category of M.A.S.H. was bumper music, and bumper music was a category of
one of my favorites was sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
So in Gilligan's Island, whose theme written by Johnny Williams, later known as just John Williams.
Yeah, that's the Gilligan's Island chord.
The whole tone.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, there's a script whenever something like sneaky was going on, they kind of want to. You hear it. The tension. Imagine a 7-year-old Eugene with an acoustic guitar. I learned that. I figured that one out. I couldn't wait till I got this. So no, you're right. I understand. So Game of Thrones having a theme, that makes sense. It's on HBO, and that was also before streaming was taking over. But HBO doesn't have commercials. The timing's a little different. Obviously, Bill Maher's Real Time has a theme. I'm not saying they don't exist anymore in general.
I don't know if they always have leitmotifs though. So and Game of Thrones might, because it's attempting to transport you in time to a fantasy land, but still, like anything that's trying to transport you in time is going to incorporate these older motifs.
Network television sitcoms like M.A.S.H., All in the Family, Cheers. We can go on and on. And when I say the Golden Girls, I talked about that
Golden
song
Girls
a while
one of my
back.
Favorites, by the way. It's one of my favorites.
So
the bumper music on Golden Girls, amazing.
Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Back to Suicide is Painless. Sorry.
So basically, one of the reasons this song is actually incredibly successful internationally, meaning it's has a major box office record sales internationally. So much so that Mike Altman, the kid of Robert Altman, apparently cashed in quite well on this song in comparison to Robert Altman's directing fee of a mere $70,000.
You make one movie and you walk away. Yeah.
Mike Altman wrote the lyrics and made $1.2 million. So that should go to a 3-hour tour. Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
Well, I was just in Cincinnati not too long ago, and I sang that theme song over and over again when I was in the SUV being driven to the venue. Drove nuts.
Can't you guys sing? Like, I can sing the stuff that was on, like, step by step, day by day. I can sing all those. Or there's a time for love and a time. Who's the boss? For taking.
The world don't move to the beat of just one drum. It might be right for you. May not be right for some. I mean, there you go. Different strokes rule the world, baby.
These were so ubiquitous that.
Because you didn't have you couldn't fast forward through them. Well, I mean,
that's right. You couldn't fast
forward.
South Park, you have to be more into 20th century post-tonalism to make that one.
But one of those guys went to Berkeley. I mean, Greatest
awesome.
American Hero. That was by Stephen Bishop. Okay, let's not. I'm turning this into a trivia show.
No, it's good. It's good. I like it. So anyway, the song starts out in natural minor, right? So we have the natural, what I would call the 5 chord, the natural minor 5 chord, which is the 5 of 5. Now that would be if we were in harmonic minor key. And we're about to start cycling. And cycle means 5-1, 5-1, 5-1 type of action, right? So when we go to this E minor, well, that's a 4th away from B or a 5th if you go in the other direction.
Correct.
They're complementary intervals. Here's a 5th away.
There you go.
Here's a 5th away. Sorry. This is a minor 3rd away, so we have our first non-5th interval.
But back to our original
5ths, cycles, back to a 5th, another 5th, or 4th in reverse.
And then this really pivotal B sus.
And this is when we're modulating back to the key of E minor, I would argue.
Back to our cycle. E minor to a 5th, another 5th, down a minor 3rd, and then this.
And so let's look at that part of it.
Sorry. So explain this, because we sat down to play this before we went on air, and I do this. Originally, it walks from G. But since Dylan's doing it, I'm going to lay out now. Dylan's going to show you the solo chord melody version of it, and there's a bit of a compromise that we actually call reharm.
Yeah, and I want to go through the comparison.
Yeah, so Dylan's going to show you
the difference. This is just basically a G over D. Sorry. One more time.
So, by the way, this is also the convenient guitar key.
It is.
Because Dylan's able to hit the low open E and then his open
and if
A.
It hadn't,
and his
I probably would have changed the key.
And his open D.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, because I noticed that you were able to get away with voicings. So we can hear this note. We can hear all this.
So we can hear, like, basically full octaves.
Yeah.
Which is pianoistic in approach. And that's what makes, when you think about solo guitar arrangements that are kind of like strictly jazz arrangements, a lot of it is closed voicing or
closed voicing. It's in here.
Exactly. So we have what's called shell voicings or closer voicings. And they're that way by design, right? Because you have a whole huge band and Freddie Green or Joe Pass or whoever belongs in this frequency range.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're not mixing the album like we do today.
No,
we're just assigning frequency areas. Exactly. So that's where it originates from. But when you're playing solo guitar, you really want the guitar to be sort of more in a pianistic vein. You want it to operate a little bit more like a piano so you can have accompaniment with really low notes and a soprano, an SATB format, or soprano, alto, tenor, bass format. So what this allows is by moving something to an open key where you have open strings, which would be like G, E, A, D, so on and so forth, and they're closely related keys, what happens is you can have larger stretches, larger intervallic stretches with open strings, and it really actually just makes things sound better and more pianoistic in terms of the depth of your chordal or harmony arrangements.
Absolutely.
Now, better is actually, I shouldn't use the word better. Better is like a values word. It makes it sound more comprehensive. When we start using closed voicings, it makes it sound a little bit more like a parts player. And both is okay. Both is okay. But the original line, show them the original bass line.
Of what?
Of that turnaround, yeah. Okay, good. So we have, this is just E minor over G, and then D over F sharp, and then E minor, and then
yeah, I was thinking of it as
F sharp with the third in the bass.
Much more than that.
Exactly. So you really don't actually have anything that you're losing harmonically other than approach tones. And so that's when you can make the sacrifice.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
But if it was an important harmonic device, you wouldn't want to truncate the bass because it's like it's doing something really important.
That's right. Okay, that makes sense. You wouldn't want to lose it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
now
you could do it, but you know.
Now let's talk about some of these other moves you were making, though. So start from the beginning, and I'm just going to stop you and going to have you like kind of point out like what chord you're playing and how you're playing it and where the melody is. So
I made this one pretty simple so that.
So that's an E minor 7. And this is great because you get this E minor 7, which is like an A minor 7 shape.
Exactly.
If we're talking cage world, but up at the 7th fret.
Toggling between.
And you're kind of doing the same move from the intro where you're holding the flag and you're just kind of barring across the 7. So that's just an A major. It looks like an E shape A, but instead of playing the full shape, you're playing the open A string.
That's
and
right.
only playing D, G, and B.
And notice the melody note's always on the top for the most part. And then
so now that's a D major 7. Wait, what? Do that move? So because the melody's moving on the
exactly.
Okay.
So exactly.
And so you use the B minor 7 chord because it's the top notes on the E string. Then you move down to B string 5th fret, 3rd.
Right, and that allows me to get into that B minor without having to do. And then, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So this is A7 sus over E.
Oh. Nice. So you had the low E.
Mm-hmm. And so moving to A, right? Another cycle, and the placement of the bass note is actually what's really doing all the work here because the melody is just not doing a ton of work. Da 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 da. But
you're right. Because
da 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 da. Anyway, so you have
Eric says yes, bass is important. Well, yes, it is, and in this case. I'm sorry, yeah, it is. It is.
So it is. Even we decided it's important.
Even if Dylan removes a part where the bass moved incrementally, notice he's hitting when it does change chord. He's on beat 1 with his lower.
Right.
So bass is important.
It is. It is.
This is providing context. So again, like you said, this melody is really just kind of toggling the same.
Yeah. Imagine if you didn't have, and it's also notice the placement of the bass is really interesting. That's what's really cool about it. Is like it's got a little bit of a clave in it.
You're right. It actually holds off. It's not on the downbeat of every minute.
And that kind of makes it a little. Gives it a little bit of syncopation feel in there. It gives a little bit of like counterpuntal movement against the melody line. Exactly.
Yeah, they kind of okay.
So that's hip. I like that.
Very
so.
Cool. That's a lot of harmony and chord changes to get, considering you're just in second position all that time. C shape D.
And you could, if you did, you could have just done this if you didn't want the whole chord there. I just wanted like a big
You'd like
sound.
To control the strings, yeah.
Which is the first it's the first borrowed chord basically. So we have the very first chord where we're briefly go to E harmonic minor.
Right, because we changed the nature of our dominant.
Now we're
chord,
back
of
to
a
E
fifth.
regular minor. And this is the same melody, but it's just the same voicing of E minor 7.
You're not playing as much of it though. You're
Exactly.
Just gonna limit it.
And obviously, that's going to be the tricky part in terms of your movements.
Okay, well that's for the advanced part.
And so the way to work on this stuff is blocking, and they
What does that
call it blocking because you just block off individual chord groups and work on just the switching between the chord groups, and try to make it as mindless and repetitive as possible. And it's that old deal. I always tell students, like, aim for something. Like, I want to learn how to get these, I don't know, 4 bars together, right? And if you can't hit it, start aiming lower. Just keep aiming until you're willing to do whatever it's going to take to make this happen. So
Interesting.
If you get to the point where I'm just going to work on making that chord,
Then
fine.
you just spend
Then
time on that.
That's Monday. Okay.
Now, so like the first block would be
Probably this. And the transition. And the cool thing is, I would be thinking, okay, I got to outsmart Dylan. My brain wants to watch Andy Griffith reruns. So how am I gonna make a deal with myself here? Well, this part of the song is the part everybody recognizes. I mean, you can go anywhere and just go, do you guys want to, how do you feel right now?
Yeah, you don't have to really get to the actual, like we kind of know.
And by the way, you guys, you could sit here at somewhere and play Requietos Alhambra, right?
Right.
Or play just something super amazing, and people are gonna like, I don't know what that is. But if you go, hey, that's the theme to M.A.S.H.
Yeah.
So theme songs
Yeah.
work.
Sure.
They work.
Yeah. I always like the Odd Couple theme.
You know,
very much in that same category that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, they work. They work. And so they're so ubiquitous that they work with everybody, including those that may not have a whole lot of interest in musical technicality. And fair enough. I don't know a lot about selecting paints at Home Depot. So, whatever. Everybody's got their thing. So, but my point is, so the first block might be this, but when we get to here, probably the next block. And really, you would just break this down to just going.
Just getting that move.
And work on that with a metronome. Or maybe 2, 4, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And
five,
that's just breaking
7.
it into the smallest.
You're finding that temporal period that you need to be able to put your head around the next change. And you have to be able to see the change.
If you guys could choose a television theme song and you could play it just solo on guitar the way Dylan's doing the M.A.S.H theme, what would it be? I'm curious to see, like, would you like to... Oh, don't get me started. Sunny day, way that far. Sesame Street, dude.
But your answer is no.
Flat 7. There you go.
Something like that. Whatever it is.
And then we said the Golden Girls theme was originally a song by Andrew Gold, who was in Linda Ronstadt's band. You might remember this from a few months ago. I was
Did you know Sam Harris's mom?
His mother, yeah. And so Sam Harris, he's a writer and kind of I guess he's a
neuroscientist.
Yeah, there you
go.
But the thing is, his father left he and his mother when he was like 2. He was very young, and his mom was just watching TV.
And said, I can do that.
I could probably write one of these shows. And she wrote a script for
The Goal.
For some, I don't know, cop show. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they bought it, and then she just kept writing until she develops the Golden Girls.
And then she had a stable of writers because she continued writing after that.
Yeah, she wrote the first season kind of, I think, on her own. And then you just get people who learn to
And then
write,
she went off and wrote other shows, though.
Yeah.
Like she piloted a bunch of shows that we all know. Wild, man. That's unbelievable, by the way.
Jeopardy.
Yes, Jeopardy's super doable.
Yeah, and which I believe that the name of that is Tony's Tune. Merv Griffin wrote that and named it after his then very young son, Anthony.
No.
Yeah, it would just be the major scale down, isn't
No. Whatever it is. I don't know.
it? What key would it?
I was playing it in C. If it's Double Jeopardy time.
A lot of fun. Oh, by the way, so I picked up something. So last night I was the guitar player in a house band for like this jam night in the Valley here in the San Fernando Valley. It's an old Irish pub, and it's a lot of old timers. And it's one of the things. Sometimes it's just people from the neighborhood bring the guitar and they just want to sit. It's one of the few chances they ever get to play on stage, or it's someone from like Roberta Flack's old band.
Yeah.
Like two of those guys come in and kill.
Yeah.
It's, in fact, there was a gentleman who I'd seen there before, and he keeps calling me Fender Man. Hey, Fender Man, calling me Fender Man.
You're
I
like,
thought,
what?
Well, he must. I'm thinking he's from some of the videos.
Oh, okay.
And it turns out he had been a Fender Play subscriber.
Oh.
And he told me very specific things he had learned from Fender Play, the specific lessons, and he played beautifully. He went up there. Yeah, he's an older guy, but so it was really nice to see someone who had learned guitar through the program,
through the deal.
on a stage somewhere playing. He was playing American Girl. He was playing the rhythm part. It was fun. Anyway, so I'm on stage and this guy comes in, this bass player comes in, and he, older dude, and he's playing bass, and he sings, he starts Papa Was a Rolling Stone.
Oh, that's great.
Which is on the fly. Like,
yeah.
Now, in my head, I'm hearing those hand claps.
Yeah.
But there's not enough people. So then I borrow a lesson from China Grove.
Oh.
All downstrokes. Low, high, low.
Yeah.
I wasn't turned up all the way. I just got to get that. Papa
I like
was a
that.
Rolling Stone. Well, yeah, Happy Days. Now, originally they used just Bailey's recording of Rock Around the Clock. It's going to start to run into money. So then, isn't it Barry Manilow they hired to write the
sing the Happy Days song to me?
To you. I'm sorry. Happy Days.
Come and knock on your door.
That's Alan.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
not Alan Thicke didn't write that one. He wrote some of the other. No, Happy Days is
Three's Company.
It was the 3rd of September. Here you go. Happy Days. Here with you. Yeah, it's Happy Days.
I can't remember how the song goes. I can't
because
hear
I've got too many. We have too many
in my head.
Tank from Cowboy Bebop. Oh, see, we got an anime guy. By the way, yes, I've already ordered the 335. I used to own some Gretches. You're right. Gretches are underrated. They're a little more consistently made now.
Yeah, they were
way
sketchy
back back in the day. It was kind of like
they were hit and miss.
Sunday, Monday, Happy Days.
There we go.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Happy Days.
Yeah, that's right.
Thursday, Friday,
there we go.
Happy Days.
It's got the AM radio feel thing going on.
These days are happy days. That was a bit of a doo-wop, but not quite.
Yeah.
So, are you saying that's a song you'd like to learn on solo guitar? Or are you just trying to get us to sing songs at this point? We're like trained monkeys. Anyway, I was so grateful we did the China Grove thing because I'm doing my hand clap percussive.
Doobie Brothers.
And then also someone started "Stir It Up" by Bob Marley, and there was another guitar player already doing the So I was excited to play my Peter Tosh part, which is just that scratch, and I was in heaven. Just the discipline of playing the muted guitar part. Oh, it was so. And someone even afterwards said, "You're having so much fun up there."
Yeah.
And another friend of mine was like, "Wasn't really playing." I was so happy.
That is playing. That's called playing.
No, I know. I it's like you didn't take a solo, and I was like, I didn't want to. I was so happy.
The guy that wrote the song didn't take a solo on the song.
Locking in and just wrecking. Because I rarely get to
the other thing is, if all the music has to be blow your mind stuff, look at me stuff all the time.
Look at me.
Then what happens is you can't really enjoy it the same way as if you're just playing a part in the song.
Let me tell you nothing.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, I have a guitar gig.
Yeah.
Down in Long Beach, and it's for a guy It's a lot. It's like maybe 10 original songs, roots, Americana, country sort of stuff.
Okay, yeah.
He sent the MP3s. He may have sent chord charts too. He's a very, very organized guy. Now I'm not going to look at this stuff until like a few days before the gig because I've got another gig before
that's
that.
That's the prioritization chain.
I've got to learn about 12 songs for the mess around, which is on Wednesday, and then and then the Saturday after that, I'll look at this guy's stuff. I was telling this to my friend Deke Dickerson. I don't know, some of you guys may know the name Deke Dickerson. He's written many books on guitars specifically.
Wow.
And
That's cool.
I'm a guitar historian. I've known him for a long time. And we were chatting, and I said, and I mentioned this, I'm probably going to learn that material about a day before the show.
Yeah.
And Deke, he kind of smiled and goes, He says, it's kind of nice to know I'm not the only one that does that. Now, it's not insouciance. It's not that I don't care about this gig. I do very much. I want it to go very, very well. The issue is I know for a fact that if I just start learning the stuff the day before, 2 days before,
I'm not
day
going to
before,
remember the stuff I learned 2 days ago.
then it's just the freshest thing.
Yeah, it's got to be
the only
yesterday.
music that matters in the moment, right?
Yeah.
Now, and then I say this to Dee because I know he would understand this. I said, plus, I'm only playing lead guitar.
Honestly, you guys,
that's the truth.
Lead guitar is the easiest gig.
I'm just ornamentation.
Yep.
I'm just providing spice and flavor. If there is a song where there's a specific intro that for which I'm responsible,
then you're gonna have to know that.
Fine,
Yeah,
but that's not gonna be all the songs.
Otherwise, you're floating the whole time.
Correct. I'm not steering. I don't need to know the material nearly as well as the bass player.
Is on
bass
the hook.
is important. I see you, Eric.
Yeah.
Or the acoustic player who's playing all the changes, like
especially they might have openers,
or the singer, all that. So I'm only playing lead,
Yeah.
and I really mean that in terms of, and not that I don't care, and not that I don't have to prepare. Again, I want to be familiar with music. I want to know, like I was saying, the vocabulary, like what style is this? So I come in with the right guitar, the right amp, yada yada, and I come in with the right mindset. I don't want to play Steely Dan licks over like a 3-chord country song. It just kind of would maybe not work. But I thought it was really funny. I'm only playing lead. It's okay.
One caveat to that is you can start listening to the music really early because you can start getting the vibe for it.
Just getting the vibe of it. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah.
But as far as sitting down to learn it, it's going to have to be the closer the better.
I think it's time.
Is it time?
I think
this is a big deal. This is a big S deal
now,
right here.
To the person that bought this guitar, so I got this. I didn't know what color to go. I'm going to kind of go gold over this Sonic Gray. I think would be pretty cool. And I don't know if do you know any tricks on how to protect from smudging this sort of stuff? Back then, they used like Aquanet, like hairspray to kind of create a lack, like a shellacking over it.
I just ran out.
But to the person that bought this, you might want to look up like how to. We're gonna sign the guitar on the front, unless you want on the back. We're gonna sign on the front. You want the front or the back?
Are they watching? You want to wait till they answer?
I don't know if they want to be identified as the person that bought the guitar.
Is it something that's? Is it a
DM
sensitive
me.
matter?
If you can, DM me in Instagram, and if you can within the next few minutes, and then I'll. So here's Sweet Georgia Brown, guitar chord melody, and he's conveniently playing it in G major.
This is not the original key.
Not the original key, but this is a guitar-friendly key. I really should have asked this person where he wanted.
Probably on the back.
Well, that's my inclination. I don't really want to mark up the front of the guitar. From what I've heard tell, that Brad Paisley. You know who Brad Paisley is?
I've heard of him.
Okay, so Brad plays. The back is fine. So that Paisley likes to do his own refinishes on it. He likes painting like he's got to set up like in a bar somewhere. Like he does.
He
his
just
own
wants
spraying.
to get high off the fumes. I know how it works. Yeah.
So, but he just doesn't believe in painting the back of a guitar.
Well, nobody's gonna see it.
I kind of agree with him. Like, why would I? Not that it's like, was he trying to save on money on paint?
Do you iron the bottom of a dress shirt? I mean,
So I think that's pretty funny. Just like, so I guess if you see something he's redone, there'll be a little paint here that just kind of lays over. But that's just.
Do you notice something about that though?
Funny.
A lot of the best guitar players
Back is fine.
customize their stuff.
Wait, say it again.
A lot of the best guitar players customize their stuff.
Well,
like a lot
you
of
don't
the,
mean just like
I mean legacy guitar players that live on, really, like Van Halen, even Brad Paisley, like painting the top of your guitar. These are all things that are saying, like, you know what I mean? Like they from soup to nuts create style. I really appreciate that about people when they do it, which doesn't include me. This is us, high pressure. Everybody, don't. It says DJT. No, it says Eugene. Let's see. It's beautiful, Eugene. It's really good.
Than you.
All right.
Having acoustic, so we.
There's reverb. You can't hear the reverb because you don't have any ears on.
I don't want
hear
to
it.
hear no reverb. By the way, what acoustic is this? Because it plays beautiful.
This here is a Blue Ridge acoustic guitar, and they're affordable. They're economically friendly, and they record really well. By the way, should I put it right here?
Well, now someone's saying if you sign the bag, don't put it where the body's going to rub on it. Here's the good thing: this guitar is going to go. It's going to hang out here in the room for a bit, just to dry off right in front of a fan. It's going to go in the case, then in a box.
Yeah, it's gonna
and then
stick.
It's going to be shipped. So it's going to be untouched essentially. It's probably take
I'm thinking right here.
a little under a week to get to where it needs to go. So it's not going to be. No one's going to be rubbing up against it for at least a week or so. So I think it will be all right. But again, to the new owner, look up how to kind of protect this from getting smudged.
That looks really hip,
Otherwise,
man.
we'll just be shipping it back and forth every few months, and we're signing it, and we just get in a really funny loop.
That's awesome.
Looks good.
Yeah, it looks great.
Thank you so much for joining us. There won't be a show next week because I've got my mess around. But I'm sure it'll be another song deep dive. And who knows? I don't know if it's going to be like a really interesting pull like this. If you have suggestions, oh yeah, you got Arm the Homeless. You know the reference?
Yeah, wow.
I saw that guitar when he was Springsteen. Anyway, guys, we'll see you.
Enjoy the new guitar.
Enjoy the World Cup. If you're coming, I'll be in Louisiana and then Austin the next couple of nights. If you're there, say hi. Oh, I have another guitar story.
Oh.
So Tom says, a friend says that nail polish will protect it. Next week, next show, I'll bring in my red Telecaster, the one with the glazer bender, because yesterday I bought white nail polish to highlight the fret markers that I cannot see.
That you can't see at night or when they shut all the lights off?
Even in the lights, they don't reflect. The ones that they put, and it's a top of the line American Fender guitar, but they don't reflect. In fact, my guitar tech on the Dwight gig, we have some 62, 63 reissue Strats from the custom shop.
Yeah.
Can't see the fret markers.
See shit. I know.
So my tech took some white out, and that I can at least see.
Yeah,
it.
and
I'll show you. It's a really sloppy
until...
job. You can tell that I guess I just don't. I've never worn nail polish, so I just wasn't that finesse with. Ooh,
I sniff
Riviera Paradise.
Every week. Oh yeah, Riviera Paradise is it?
Maybe. Well, we should go over like some of the chord shapes. Yeah. Oh, he's tuned down. Have a step. Thank you. I knew something was off in my ear. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much.
Soon. Have a great week.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Tom, Eric, and yeah, Sean. Oh, there you go. Look, someone's wow. We got some proselytizers.
Okay,
there.
I'll do it already. Gosh,
thank you, guys. So bless your heart. Bless your heart, as they say. All right, let's go.
Okay.
How do I get out of this?
Soon.
Take
care.
You got the thing. Oh, here. Did you show the back?
I did. Oh, here, you want to show them?
Yeah. It's signed, y'all. It's signed.